amazing hard act to follow. Superb. And just to see everybody out here today, to see everybody learning to step up into their power. Because there's a whole lot of stuff that each of us can do, but none of it really makes any difference until we do it together. And when we do it together, we can do anything. We can do absolutely anything. I've just come back down from Waitangi, and it's been an amazing, amazing few days up there. And the whole message up there is unity. A beautiful message of unity. It's a moving out of the old guard, who didn't perhaps always have the unity, and a moving in of the new guard, who have this beautiful message. And people were talking about, imagine it's looking like a garden full of beautiful flowers, and everybody's got their own colour and their own shape and their own style. And what makes the garden so beautiful is everybody coming together, and the whole diversity and the different views and all the space that each makes for each other. And this is what it's like here now. So many different groups, all the different groups that are all realising that we've all got something to add, but we all need each other to really, really make a difference. We've got a really big job on our hands at the moment. Somebody just gave me a sheet of paper up in Waitangi yesterday, and it's called the Chart of Coercion. It's the methodology they use to torture prisoners of war. And they gave me this chart because this is what is happening. This is the strategy that our government, our representatives who are supposed to be representing our interests, are using on us. And they're doing it with smiles, but they're doing the very things that were used to torture prisoners of war. Isolation, keeping people away from their family and friends. Monopolization of perception, so saying there's only one source of truth. There's never only one source of truth. All of this up and down, today you can have some freedom, but tomorrow we're taking it back. Now we've got a new system, we've got some new laws. Just when you thought you knew what we were going to let you do, now we're going to bring in a whole lot of changes and not let you do the other things anymore. Now we're going to have traffic lights. Oh, aren't we lucky? And they're threats if we're naughty. Well, let's be really, really naughty. Let's all step up into our power, because then we can take back all of these stupid rules. We don't need this in our lives, do we? We really don't. We've got some amazing teams coming together all around the country, and I really, really congratulate everybody that's stepping up, and I can't thank everybody individually, but the teams that are coming together to fight for us, and we've all got our different skills, and we can all come together at different times and add to what we're doing. So we've just been in the High Court, fighting for the border workers, the no dad, no job law, which means that even though they manned the borders all the way through the start of the COVID threat, not a single positive PCR test, not a single case, wearing the protective gear that they were given, all of a sudden they're not allowed to go to work anymore. So just like with the teachers, all of a sudden everything that was safe becomes not okay anymore. Well, that doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense, does it? But what it has done is it's taught people to step up and fight. And it's taught the doctors to stand with the scientists, to stand with the lawyers, to stand with the border workers, to stand with the teachers, and the healthcare workers and the corrections workers and all of the other groups, the pilots, the Air Force, all the different groups, the army is standing, the police are starting to contact us. They're standing up. Running around telling people to wear a mask that doesn't even work. They've got much better things to do. So we're really hoping that we'll get a good outcome from this High Court case, and that we may get a result next week, which will be hopefully the end of this crazy no jab, no job law. And we're hoping that the court will say that our fundamental rights and freedoms cannot just be dismissed willy-nilly on the whim of a minister of the Crown, who's supposed to be representing us, and who, by the way, is the only person in the whole court case who's now claiming that this vaccine is safe and effective. Even his own team aren't standing here saying that anymore. So we've just got to keep putting the pressure on. If we don't get the outcome we want in this case, we'll do another case. And we'll do more and more until we do get the outcome we want. And every time we get more and more support from more and more people, because this is too important to give up. It's too important. We're never going to give up. And every time we step up, we win some ground back. So while we were in court arguing that it was wrong to have no exemptions for the border workers, the government blinked. And at the very last minute, after they told the nurses and all the others that they weren't going to have any exemptions at all, they blinked enough to put in an exemption. So there's now some hope. There's still a lot of bullying going on. The government has told the medical council, and the medical council have told the doctors that although there's an exemption in the law, they're not allowed to give any exemptions. Really? But luckily we've got smart doctors who are courageous, and nurses who are courageous, and dentists and midwives who are courageous. And they're saying, what are you going to do? We're going to do the right thing. We're going to do it because we're doing it. We're doing it because we recognise our rights and freedoms. We recognise that we're different. We want good science. We recognise that people have got different values and different bodily risks and risk factors. We all need to actually step up, look at this, and do what needs to be done. We've got to do it with courage. We can't step back. We know with our government, if we step back, they step forward. But guess what? When we step forward, they step back. So I don't want to carry on today, but I do just want to say that it's together that we can make a difference. It started like a few snowflakes up on the mountain, and they were pretty sparse and pretty lonely, but as they started to melt and go down the mountain, and they came together and they got stronger and stronger and faster, and they're coming down the mountain and they're getting into a big river, and nothing can stop that river. And that's where we are. We've got our tipping point. We've got the people aware and thinking and asking. They can't stop us taking our freedom back. So thank you, everybody. It's all about standing together to do it. We're going to do this. We got it.
This is courage. And everything that you've been gifted with, but most of all for being brave to stand up in the face of the bullies. So thank you so much. We wish you all the best, and I know that this journey together continues. Beautiful. Give another hand, please, ladies and gentlemen. I'm waiting for that crowd to move over here. Wellington, you guys have been amazing.